Alright everyone, welcome to the channel. The first thing I gotta do is apologize for making you guys think that this thing had some nasty camber on it when it absolutely does not. It is a beautiful day. It is 72 degrees. It couldn't be more perfect to fix some stuff. So actually what we're going to do is we're going to do some struts, and we're going to do that all around, and then we are going to do the e-brake because I have no e-brake at all. I could probably push this thing out of here right now if I really wanted to, but we're not going to do that. Maybe we will. I don't know. But we're going to get this thing up on jacks. I'm going to show you just how terrible these struts are because once you see it, I mean, you're going to see it. But anyways, I don't really have a real good intro set up yet because this is the first video and it's terrifying. But let's get to work. Alright, so why are we doing the first video on probably, arguably, the shittiest car that I own? Well, that's because this is my daily right now and it needs to be done. I was dailying a Subaru Forester that I had lifted up on mud tires. Pretty neat if you ask me, but you know, women, whatever. It blew up, okay? We'll get to that later. There are probably going to be some engine rebuild videos. We'll see. Might be next, might not be next. I haven't decided. I've got a bunch of different cars to choose from, a bunch of cool shit to choose from, but no, we're doing this. And now, why are you dailying this, right? Well, like I said, my first car, nobody else is going to want this, so I keep it. Because for one, it gets like 38 miles per gallon. That's pretty cool. It cost me $26 to fill up with gas. I could go drive 3 states away for probably 20 bucks. That's awesome. But insurance, registration, pretty much free, right? I don't know. It's just a cheap car to drive so that I can spend my other money on car parts for my cool shit, right? I'll probably throw in some nice little pictures of the garage, or maybe not. Maybe I'll just wait. Make you guys wait and see what there is. But that should be high enough. Probably not. Let's go higher. But like I said, I can't wait to show you guys this shock. The strut. Same difference. Not same difference. Same difference. Same assembly. Whatever. But yeah, it's pretty bad. It's been that bad. It's been like that for at least 6 years. Can't wait. It'll be fun. But yeah, we're gonna get this up on jacks. We're gonna get all the tires off. I'm gonna show you how bad this strut up front is. You're gonna have to bear with me. My allergies are trying to kill me. Tissue box. You're welcome, Mark. But yeah, let's get some actual work done. Alright, so this one specifically is the worst one, and it has been like this for years, and I have never touched it. But check this out. That's not supposed to do that. Check out the top view on that. Yeah, that's not good. We're gonna fix that. Alright, so we got our new parts ordered from Rock Auto. Obviously, favorite thing about ordering from Rock Auto is the magnets, right? But anyways, we have all 4 struts, we've got the strut mounts, and then we've got everything that we need for the e-brake. So, let's start tearing into this thing. It's probably going to be terrible because I'm sure everything is going to be rusted together. But, let's go ahead and do it. Check out this super sweet chair, right? My dad built it for me. Super cool. Anyways, yeah, our car parts, obviously. I was going to use it in this video. But, as you can see, I am sitting entirely way too high to work on anything, so I'm probably going to end up on the floor. So, sorry, Dad. I wanted to show off your awesome new chair that you built for me, but it's not going to work. Alright, so like I said, things don't always go as planned when it comes to the salt around here. I broke a bolt, but it's gonna be okay, because I don't need it. It's right there. I'll show you later. But we got this one all out. We're gonna get everything swapped over. We're gonna get that reinstalled, and yeah, I'll show you exactly what I did on the driver's side. Let's do it. I mean, it's a pretty simple task. Pretty simple tool to use, right? Get them where you want them, tighten them down, compress the spring, take the nut off. Once there's absolutely zero tension on that thing, I almost fucked that up once. Probably do it again, probably not. But, yep, get her tightened down, get that spring off of there. We'll get the new strut out. We'll put the spring back on the new strut. No, I didn't get new springs. I didn't fucking want to. Look at this thing. It's like a $500 car. We're gonna get it all swapped over. We'll get it put back in, and then we're gonna move over to the driver's side. But yeah, let's get some shit done. Even though it was a time lapse, you can probably tell from that video that that took way longer than it needed to. And that's just how things go sometimes. I didn't like how it was seated when I first did it, so I tightened it back up, got everything loose again, put it where I want it, loosened it, if that makes any sense. I know it makes sense in my head, whatever. Got it seated how I wanted it to. It's seated good now. We're gonna get it thrown back in after I put that new mount in. Because as you can see, this one's broken. Like all of my dreams. Just kidding. I'm gonna do great things. But we're gonna throw this back in. Yeah, it's gonna be beautiful. Maybe. Does that mount need to go on there? As one whole piece? Did I just fuck that up? Drink to that. Let's find out. Let's see. Oh. I absolutely 100% fucked that up. And this is absolutely going into the video. That was 2 pieces. It's supposed to be 1 piece. Let's make that 2 piece 1 piece with a new one. Damn. Well, that sucks. I'm a little confused right now. I'm not gonna lie. No, this is right. Oh boy. No, it's not. No. No, it's not. Damn. Well, you do it wrong first time. And you do it right the second time. Hopefully. Shit. Well, big surprise. I fucked up. Okay? As you can see, I've got the new strut in. But we got one major issue, right? This was 2 pieces. And so I didn't think twice about it. This is supposed to be 1 piece, obviously. Well, here's a new piece. So I'm gonna have to tighten all that back down. Get this piece on there. Women. That's okay. Let's fix it again. The right way. this time I did it right. I think most people would definitely delete that out of the video, but I am 100% putting that in the video because when you're working on shit, sometimes it goes wrong. And it could be personal error, it could be parts, whatever. Shit goes wrong. Doesn't matter. It's fixed now, it's good, let's throw it in. Alright, so now that we got this side all good, you can't see it's too dark, I already got the light moved. It's all done, it's good to go. I will show you exactly what I did on the other side over here, so you guys can see exactly what I'm doing. And you guys can see all the fuck-ups. Isn't that fun? First thing I like to do, I like to pull this little guy out. Lots of people use a flathead. I use pliers, because these things are rusted on. Get my little magnet holder. Wiggle that. Take that out. Don't remember what size I used. I think it was an 18. I don't know, it's feeling pretty loose. It's a 17. Oh, I don't even have it over here. Alright. We got the right tools now. Maybe. Definitely my way. Yep. So on this, the bolts are the same size, they look exactly the same, they're completely identical. On the Subaru, they are not the same. So it's definitely important to make sure that you're looking at these when you take them out because you want to make sure that you get them back where they go. Oh my god, you hit the brake line. Shut up. Bolt's about to go flying. Nope, cool. Alright. That's loose. I had this supported by a jack so it doesn't fall. I don't think it would go very far anyways, but we don't want to rip the boot, so I've got it sitting on the jack so that it doesn't do anything crazy. Yep. It's gonna be like the speed round since I know what I'm doing now. Stay there. Cool. That was easy. As most things are. Cool, so that's out. We're gonna take it over here. And we're gonna do the same thing. But we're gonna do it the right way. We're gonna make sure that all of this comes apart and goes back together the right way. So let's do it. Alright, so we got this thing off the car. Let's go ahead and get these tightened down so that we can get the strut out and get it replaced. In real time, so you guys can actually see it. Isn't that fun? Well, we're gonna do it this way. Oh, you know what? So you guys can know how painfully long this can take. It's not that bad. Let's see. So what I'm looking at, probably should have put my other one on first, but This is gonna be roughly 180 degrees from my other one, which I should put my other one on first. It's the harder one to put on. And I need to see where this one sits in order to see where my other one's gonna sit. And this one's gonna sit, we'll put it right there. These pins don't stay anyways, so. Oh well. But hand tight, 180 degrees. Start tightening them. A lot of sets for these. They come with 3 of those. It's a little bit safer, I think. But I don't care about that. We care about getting the socket on. Oh my god. Anyways, tighten them down slowly but surely. Impact's not quite slow, but you know what I mean. Once it starts clicking, it's usually when I start doing it by hand. But let me see if we get this. Oh, that's the wrong size. I forgot. These are weird. Yep, this one's for this one. The bolt that's currently on it and the bolt that comes with the new kit, they're different sizes. And no, this is not an impact socket. And no, I do not care. We are just loosening that. We are not taking that all the way off because there is still a shit ton of tension on these. Put that one over there. Socket back on. Maybe. Hopefully by tomorrow. Tighten this some more. Now, if you ever think to yourself, right? Damn. She has no idea what she's doing. You might be right. But you might be wrong. Who knows? You definitely shouldn't put your hand right here. But I am to stabilize everything. I've done these enough that nothing bad should happen, but they've got a word for that, you know. They call that complacency, and that's usually what gets you hurt. You got a little bit of movement, but we're gonna tighten down more because I want to have a lot of movement because that ensures that everything is free. And I know one of these days, this is gonna bite me in the ass for holding it the way that I do. But it'll be okay. Or it won't be. But either way, life will go on. Alright, as you can see, we're super loose in there. So we're gonna go ahead and take this out. And actually, I can do it by hand, which is really nice. Which I feel like is safer because you can kind of feel what's happening. Fold one. That comes off. That comes off. That comes out. This just stays on. I didn't get new ones. I don't think I need new ones. There's nothing wrong with those. But then we come over here to our lovely parts table. And then we find front left. Last 2 digits, 79. This one. Pop this thing open. Or the box. Don't need that shit. Pick that up later. New nut. Put it there. Get that out of the way. Alright, so when you're putting these on, and this is what I screwed up the first time, there's this groove right here, which literally is just for your little rubber gasket to sit on, and it snaps into there. I didn't get new ones, and the ones that I have are pretty trashed. So originally I had lined it up with this groove, which is completely wrong, and I didn't notice it until I had it almost all the way seated. But tighten it back up, put it where it's supposed to be. This right here, how it's lower, sits right there. Should be pretty obvious, but you know, do things wrong a couple times, do it right eventually. There's a spider. He didn't like me. Alright. Get that, damn, get this somewhere halfway close to where you want it. This thing's gonna be a little turd for a little bit, okay? That's just how it is. Put this on somewhat halfway where you want it. I'm looking at the marks. You can see where it used to sit. I'm gonna line it back up. That's where it used to sit. I'm gonna put that in there. And this time, I'm gonna throw this one out like I did last time. See, look at that. This thing's just fucking rolling on. Whatever. We're gonna get the new part out, and we're gonna put that on, because I bought 2 new front mounts because I knew the one was bad, so I might as well replace both of them. Alright. New mount. Oh, dang. This one's fancier than my other one. They're the same exact part. My other one didn't come with this. And it didn't come with these either. These new nuts. That's crazy. Same exact part from the same exact place. Didn't get new nuts or this new little, we'll call it a washer. Didn't get that on the other one. Cool. Take care of that later. Alright, we'll put this back since it wanted to roll away from me. Oh jeez, it rolled everywhere. Go back to home. Stay there. It's not gonna stay there. We'll get that somewhat there-ish. We'll use our new little washer gasket thingy. Alright, so I find that the easiest way to do this, there, is to actually get the top 3 nuts on. So, hold on. We're just trying to get past a link. That's what we're doing. Maybe if I get that in there. No, we don't clear the link. How did I get it out? Let's drop the jack. Oh yeah. Try again. Oh man. There it goes. Alright. This one came with new nuts. Super cool. Hand tight. Not hand tight. I mean kinda. Kinda hand tight. put stuff on. I don't like putting stuff on with the impact, but it's obviously much faster. And I always check them. I know the impact is much stronger than I am. But it makes my brain happy, so that's why we do it. Now we'll get the bolts back in. Now you gotta remember which way you pulled the bolts out of. That way. Spin this. Use the jack. Oh, that was way too much. Sorry, my little speed jack over here. Oh, that's close. It's close, we'll see. No, it's not quite there. Cool. Mostly in. Mallet fixes all your problems. These back on. My bad. Sorry about my knee. Not really. Dang. It didn't go as nicely as the other side. Why did you put a wrench on that? Didn't need to on the other side. So I just went with it. I need to quit talking. Alright. Check it with a wrench, which is over here. Cool. Double check this again. Yep. Then, let's see. Little clip that sits in there. And you've got these fun little guys. Oh, can't see them very well. They slide in there. Get it somewhat started. Hit it with a mallet. That's it. Front's done. Let's move on to the back. Alright, so for these rear ones, it's going to be pretty much exactly the same thing. We got 2 bolts here, we've got the clip to take out, and then we've got the 3 nuts up top. The only thing that's different, it's not even really different, but you got to pull the seat down, and then there's an access panel. You pull back, you guys can't see it, it's dark. You got to loosen the nuts up through there. Same thing on both sides. We're going to go ahead and knock this out with a quick time lapse. Alright, so that was absolutely miserable. I'll tell you what happened. You got two of these bolts. One on top, one on bottom. I'm just holding everything together right now. Anyways, top one came out. It came out really good. No problem. Bottom one, sheared off. I mean, I tried everything that I could think of. Hit it with a hammer and a punch. I mean, I had it heated up. I had tension off of it. I had tension on it. I was trying absolutely everything and it would not budge. Until finally, I just went ahead and stuck the nut back on it, cranked down on that, and it fell right out, pretty much. Yeah, I worked on that for over an hour and almost gave up for the night, but yeah, that sucked. Now that that's out, we're gonna go ahead and swap that, and we're gonna keep going. Well, that went so far from smoothly. What should have been a super, super easy job was quite the pain in the ass because of all the salt. That's the bad thing about something like this. You don't really care when it gets dirty. So in the wintertime, you don't really wash it. Well, the salt eats it apart. And so I had that bolt shear, and I spent over an hour trying to get that thing out. And literally all it took was for me to screw the nut back on, and it popped right out. Stupid little things. But we got all the struts done. We're gonna call tonight. It's 1 in the morning, and then I will be back in the morning, and we will knock out that e-brake issue. Hopefully it'll go smoothly. But no, not making any promises. All right, it's morning. Oh my gosh. I should keep that in the video. All right, it's morning, and we are back with coffee and a much better attitude, even though my allergies are trying to kill me, so I apologize for that. We're gonna get right into it. We're gonna start ripping apart the e-brakes, and we're gonna get it all fixed up and put back together, and hopefully we'll be done here soon. Alright, so I started tearing into this side, and I noticed that the brake pads, the old ones, they're really not bad, right? So I'm kind of digging into it a little bit. This piece sits right in here. This piece here was completely seized. It wasn't moving. So probably when I was pulling the e-brake, this wasn't moving, and nothing was engaging. So we've got that freed up. We're going to get it all thrown back together, and everything should work. Probably didn't need brake pads, but that's alright. So we're gonna throw them in anyways. this thing is all done. We got the e-brake done, we got all the struts done. We're gonna go ahead and throw the tires back on. We're gonna get it off jack stands, and then we're gonna take it for a test drive and see how everything feels and see if the e-brake works now. And just like that, we are done. It is now time for my favorite part. Let's take it for a test drive. That's it. Test drive went awesome. Struts are super smooth. E-brake definitely works, which is awesome. Don't gotta worry about rolling down a hill anymore. And I guess that is it for this video. Hopefully next video we'll do something a little cooler, a little more fun, but probably not. It'll probably be something stupid again.